All right, we're back for our February market update on real estate and interest rates, and maybe even maybe even a little bit of market uncertainty. I think right now, which has actually helped interest rates.
Well, I think it
So
has.
keep doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's certainly uncertainty in the financial markets, but, as we were just talking, interest rates today, outside of about a period from August 15th to October 1st of last year, are the lowest they've been since December of 2023. And then you'd have to go back all the way into like September of 2022, where they're actually dramatically better than they are today. And then you're up into COVID, where rates are artificially low. So, I mean, I do think rates are going to trend to maybe get a little bit better over the summer, but I mean, they're good. I don't know if they're going to get that much better.
Yeah. So in a weird roundabout way, like our the uncertainty that's being caused by some of the decisions in the administration has actually helped mortgage rates, and real estate in general is a really resilient asset. Not that everyone looks at it as an asset, but if you're looking to make a decision, price is probably going to be stable. Rates are going down, or at least they have been over the last week or so. And
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Where they're at today, the trend is positive. Do I think they're going to get dramatically better from here over the next even 12 months? Probably not, but they could inch better. So, and you can always, if you're going to purchase now and rates did get dramatically better, you can always refinance later and get into that rate that you really want. But I do think that it's at least a good time to be shopping. Your purchasing power should be pretty good. As you said, housing prices stabilize and interest rates are better.
yeah, and I've seen on the real estate activity side of things, to start the beginning of the year, it's been a really active market. People making a decision, people deciding that, look, like I have to have more space for my incoming child. We need to downsize because we're not using this much home, and it's just a good time. And so, it's becoming more affordable over the last couple of weeks, and that's a good thing for people.
It's a really good thing for people.
Yeah. Yeah, and so if we look at what's happening in the real estate market, the average sale price is now at 462,000. That's down just under 3% month over month. But if you look year over year, it's right in line with where real estate averages, and that's in that 4 to 5% range. It was at 4.9% year over year, for the month of February. We saw closings tick up a little over 2%. That's actually down about 1% year over year. New pendings are up a couple of points, both month over month and year over year. Where we really saw, and I think where we're really going to see, real estate kind of trend to is, you talked about artificial rates during COVID. We're not seeing a ton of inventory come onto the market. We saw new listings month over month decline by 30%. We've seen new listings that are coming onto the market decline by over 7% year over year. And the active number of properties, meaning like they entered the market, they don't have an offer on them, they're still out there and available for you to look at. Those are sitting there, and that's up 16% year over year and down 8% month over month. So, inventory is taking a little longer to sell, and that might change a little bit. I think we might see that drop with rates going down.
Well, I think you could see that drop with rates going down, and it's also a good time necessarily to be out looking, because if rates do get that much better, then there are probably going to be even more people looking, and therefore that some of that inventory will probably get absorbed, and you won't have as many options to look at.
Yeah, yeah, and I think if we see the trend of not as many homes coming onto the market, that leaves the active inventory, and that's gonna start to kind of decline a bit as far as the number of homes that are available on the market. So the challenge is, like if you're trying to time rates, it's almost impossible. If you're trying to time price, it's almost impossible. It's like stopping a freight train on a dime. Like you're just not going to do it. The freight train starts stopping about a mile before it reaches its destination. So the timing issue isn't really going to be, isn't going to be something that I think we can do like with 100% certainty. The thing that'll be interesting is if we don't see new inventory come onto the market and all we have is the active inventory, or we see inventory come on at the pace that we've seen it, that's going to drive prices up, especially with rates going down.
Yeah, when we were talking about, if you go back into September of 2022, we're talking about that's the last time rates were really much better than they are today. That was also when home prices were just stopping the really rapid acceleration coming out of COVID. So, yeah. I mean, low rates meant higher house prices.
Yeah. And if you look at, and it's not about the equity or or anything like that in the house for most people. But like we talked in a video, it was probably last month, I think, like a $15,000 decision. If you wait, this is now becoming a $25,000 decision, because if it keeps appreciating at say 4 or 5% year over year, that's $25,000 that, let's just say, it just got more expensive for you.
Oh, yeah, there's no question. And I think we talked, this was many months ago, we talked in the video just about how much money you're giving up waiting another year to purchase that house, right? Even if interest rates stay the same, or even got a little bit worse, you're also giving up that 4 or 5% in equity that you're building every year. And that doesn't even account for the fact you're also paying down your mortgage. So your net worth is growing.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we put it in the terms of a monthly payment, $25,000 difference in price, and you figure about $7 per $1,000.
Yeah.
So you're talking almost $200 a month if you waited a year. That the price would that would affect your monthly mortgage payment.
Yeah,
by an
and the
extra
interest
200
rate would have
bucks.
to move dramatically to save yourself $200. I mean, when it talks about, we're talking about refinances and those sorts of things. If someone can save $200 a month, that's to where the level of people start considering refinancing.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, if we want to beat the villain of high rates, high prices, lack of inventory, there's still options out there with rate buy downs, with temporary rate buy downs. Those just look a lot better right now with rates getting into the low to mid sixes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you do look at rate buy downs, I looked at a buy down I quoted the other day. The person hasn't made the decision, but they could buy the rate down to 5 1/8.
Yeah.
And then now you're talking about a rate you may never ever refinance.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the call to action is, if you are thinking about purchasing a home, selling a home, or even investing in real estate, the environment's getting better from a rate side. We know where prices are at right now. And if you want to get out there and beat the market, love the opportunity to sit down and chat with you. We can be reached at 990-SOLD.
And I can be reached at 747-1300.
Awesome. See you guys next month.